Hey, right now, baby, I just wanna slow dance. Look into your eyes while we hold hands. Don't wanna grind to the beat, cause I do believe that the world needs a little bit of romance, yeah. Grip on your waist while I'm kissing your neck. Your scent of perfume I can never forget. I'm reminiscing and I'm thinking back. Remember the day and the moment we met, yes. All my fellas get to the dance floor right now. This is that vibe, got you all up in your feelings that'll make you wanna turn a girlfriend into a wife now. DJ run it back, I can't lie. Feeling good energy.
So welcome to another episode of the Love Experience. Who we got in the building today?
Well, today I'm returning. My name is Autumn Daniels, and we have a new face on today. Introduce yourself.
My name is Tyler Hampton.
Okay. All right. So we wanted to have you on the show in particular, Tyler, about the financial piece, the life insurance. A lot of young people and especially older adults are struggling with that. So I just wanted to get you on the show, share your story, and let's just dive in.
Like I said, my name is Tyler Hampton. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. Came down here, got recruited, played football at Ohio Dominican University. So a little bit about me, what I do. I'm a financial advisor. I have a financial literacy education business, and recently expanded to doing financial planning and practice. So how I got into it, my parents got scammed. So it was one day I had my parents called me down to the table, and they were like, we have an advisor here. We're about to get y'all some life insurance policies, open up these investment accounts. And then I was just listening to what the advisor was saying. I was like, one, if what he's saying is true, why aren't a lot of people doing this? Like, why is this the first time my parents hearing about this at like 40 some years old? And then two, if it was false, then I need to hurry up and get my parents out. So of course I had did my due diligence, looked into what he was saying, and actually my parents got scammed out of I'm still helping my parents do it now, but they might lose a couple grand, like in the 10,000s. So I'm still working through it, but that's just inspired me, because it's one thing that people need to know in general is how to deal with money. That's one thing that isn't taught in school. We learn about history and everything, but we don't learn how to actually survive. We are taught to survive, not thrive. And it's kind of cliche, but it's true at the same time. But yeah, that's why I do what I do.
Wow.
What do you do, Autumn?
I'm a student.
Okay.
I go to Ohio State. I'm studying neuroscience. And I'm also a minister, so I do a lot of ministry. I'm trying to think what else I do. I feel like I wear a lot of different hats. I write books, children's books. I record music also. I like to sing and write. Yeah. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. But that's crazy about your parents. Yeah. I can't imagine how that feels as a son. So that happened, and it just kind of made you want to pursue a career in finance, or how did that? So
I always knew that I was going to work for myself. Growing up, I had my mom. She was by no means we were living check to check. Mm-hmm. I was wearing K-Swiss, Fat Farm, all that. It was tough, but I always knew that I wanted to work for myself. My dad, he used to bounce at a club, and he used to drive CTA in Chicago Transit Authority. Mm. And then my mom, she had an at-home daycare, but any business, it's gonna take some time to grow up.
Right.
So it's and they got a house, so they're trying to do the right things, but that the income that they was bringing in is just it was tough. They had 2 kids, so it was so just doing that, and I always loved money. I'm probably one of the biggest hustlers you ever meet. I don't know if just coming from the city, but I always had even my friends joke with me yeah, I don't know which job you at now, but so it's I knew I wanted to work for myself, and I knew I always liked money. So it's dang, let me actually learn this. Let me free some people. That's all I want to do is just help people for real. I think that's my God purpose. God sent me on this earth to actually help people.
For sure.
I just want to free our community, because a lot of you know, people are fortunate to have that, and it's just not our community.
Yeah,
like
that's facts.
like
And
generational wealth
yeah.
does not like occur in our community, and I want that to happen.
For sure. And I think you hit the nail on the head that it's not something that is taught in schools, but I think also it's just not something that's taught in the Black community, like in general. We don't ever have conversations about finance. And I feel like different groups of people, they do have these conversations from a young age even, about trust, about wholesale life insurance, and other things like that we never even heard about. Like I never even heard about this stuff until I started to look into it, Roth IRAs and stuff like that. So I think that's really important and it's really needed in the community. Yeah, that's amazing.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
So what's your like
Tyler, give the audience some information about, you know what I'm saying, drop some jewels on them.
Shoot, it's like what you want to drop.
Right.
So a lot of people don't understand like the difference, like especially like our generation, this community, like in our community in general. Like I would say start young, because right now I have a lot of clients right now, it's like 50s, 40s, they just learned how, and they just heard about retiring. Like I feel like if this was done prior, like the sooner you do it, the less you have to sacrifice. So we have time as the youth, we have time on our side. So that means it's less that we have to sacrifice, whether it's like a couple $100s a month into a Roth IRA or building up the cash value in the life insurance policy at a young age, because what we have to spend is low, our cost of living is lower, you know what I'm saying, because we don't have kids. Well, some of us don't have kids, or some of us don't really have to worry about the things as, you know, 30, 40-year-olds have to do. So if we start young, sacrifice just a little bit over the course of the time, once it's time to retire, you won't have to sacrifice as much, because I'm dealing with a lot of 40, 45, 50-year-olds right now that's have to sacrifice almost, dang near, I want to say 10% of their income a month. Wow. Just so they could get on track to retire at the time that they want to retire, which is like the normal retirement age is like 65. But like to retire by then. So like they have to change up their lifestyle, be constrained, and all of that good stuff. Well, not good stuff, bad stuff, in order to hit the goals that they want, when they could have started at a younger age, sacrificing this much, because the time horizon is much longer to retirement. It's much longer when you're younger than when you're older. So I would say start planning early. If that's probably the biggest takeaway. I know I did a lot of rigmarole there, but yeah.
Now, drop the audience about the whole life policy. Remember how we were discussing, but you know, don't tell all the sauce, but just tell them the importance about the whole life and about becoming your own banker.
Yeah. So whole life, it's a lot of ways you can do it. Any policy that's not term life insurance policy has a cash value. You got variable, you got IULs. I stay away from the IULs personally. That's what my parents got scammed with. Don't like it. But any life insurance policy that's not term has a cash value side. So the cash value side of the life insurance, one, depending on whether it's just a regular whole life, or two, if it's tied to the market, which is like your IULs, your index, your variable. So I would recommend, it depends on the case. I can't really recommend anything, but I would recommend opening that up. Cash value, depending on account, like I said, if it's whole life, if it's a mutual company as well, meaning the mutual company is participating, which means that the mutual company is technically the stock shareholders of the company, so it receives dividends, it can receive dividends. So that's like a safe way, a safe vehicle to actually save your money up and have it like fight against inflation. And then as that grows up over the time, while you have your investments and stuff working for itself over there, let's just say you have the term life, you got the whole life policy, and then you have like your actual investments over here. When the market is down, you never want to pull out of, like for retirement's sake, let's just use this for retirement. You never want to pull out of a market that's down. Like you don't want to pull your investments out. One, you fight against a principle, which is like the loss. You fight against a loss and you're actually realizing that loss. Two, now to build that investment back up, you have to fight against the market, and you have to fight against the principal that you took out. So instead of taking out that money that's in the market, you would just go to the cash value life insurance and pull out of there. But yeah, also the variable is also tied to the market, which means like you can actually be your own bank, which means when you're paying into a policy that is not term, that has a cash value attached to it, you can actually pull out of that money and be your own bank, so you can take loans out of life insurance and stuff like that. 3 to 5 days depending on the company. Each company is different, but yeah, be your own bank, man. You find two birds.
And that's how you can fund your own business right there.
Right.
So he dropped some actual knowledge right there. And to be honest, you can put it on your kids and you get a better rate.
So
The younger kids.
So, dang, I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm sorry, Miss Hill. I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah. Also, a lot of people don't know when you actually buy, like you open up a policy for life insurance, you create a general estate. If you don't like actually own anything, if you own that property, not the property, that policy, you actually have estate. So like creates immediate estate, and that's just life insurance in general. Yeah.
Okay. So we appreciate your time, Tyler. We appreciate you coming on the Love Experience, dropping this wealth of information. Where can they find you at?
Dang, see, I wasn't ready for this. Shoot, be in Columbus, man. Instagram, I am Tyler Hampton. Yeah. DM me.
All right. So actually, the audience need to take advantage of that, especially the youth, building your own banking system. Because like I said, nowadays, we're going to all have to become entrepreneurs. So we're all going to have to get in that realm of becoming our own banking. There's not going to be no 401ks. Social Security might be gone. So this could be the next thing to invest into your own business. All right. Thanks again, Tyler, for coming on the show. We appreciate everything.
I have a quick question for him,
Go
if
ahead,
that's okay.
drop it on.
Yeah, so I just was wondering, like, let's say you just now are figuring out some of this information and you started out late in the game. And when I say let's say, I'm talking about me.
Okay.
So how would you say it's like the best way to like get started? Because I'm 25, so I'm like not super late, but I definitely probably should have started a little early. So what would you say are like good first steps for someone like me?
It depends.
You're young, Autumn.
Yeah, you still young. One, do you have kids?
Yeah.
Life insurance off the bat.
Off the bat?
Yeah. Now, it really don't matter which life insurance you get. It just depends on like your income, which I'm not going to ask you right now. But like whole life typically tends to be more expensive than term, because term, you got to think of it like term is like renting. Anything with a cash value is essentially owning. So like if you have, let's just say term right here, you are covered for a certain specific period of time. So it expires. Whole life, all whole life policies expire when you're 100, but by the time you get 100, you'll probably be gone. But what's cool about term with some companies, it depends on the term. You can actually do like a term conversion. So that means it'll kick a lot of them. I mean, you don't have to do like medical underwriting for, because you already qualify for that term policy, but you can convert that into a whole life policy and actually start gaining a cash value in there. And if you actually need to hold that money, if you need to get a hold of that money, you can actually take out of it. But it normally takes about like 10 years. It depends. If you like dump a lot of cash in there, that's different. But starting up, it normally takes around 10 years, maybe 15, depending on the company and the returns in a whole life account, to actually see that cash value grow and catch up.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not going to be like, oh, I'll put $1 in there and tomorrow I got $1 in there. Like, that's not how that works.
Yeah.
It's going to take time to build up and all that good stuff.
That's interesting.
But yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I can't really give recommendations right now. Not like, knowing your whole story, like your income and all of that. It's not.
But definitely life insurance is a good start. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody need life. If you don't have it, especially if you have kids too, everybody need life insurance.
Okay. Good stuff.
You were dropping a lot of nuggets, Tyler. We appreciate everything.
Seriously.
No problem. One thing I will say about the life insurance aspect too, like that stuff is tied to your age and health. So the younger you get it, the cheaper to be. I never met anyone that gets older, right, or gets younger. That's one. Never met anyone that gets younger or get healthier as they get older.
Right.
So like, since it's tied to your age and health, that's why I always like recommend people to get it as early as possible. Lock in that low rate, and then you can always like convert depending on the company. You can always convert over. But yeah.
Okay.
I'm an open book. Anybody have questions, just let me know. Mr. Hill, I will send you all my handles and stuff, and you can like put it in there. If anybody have questions, I'll here, open resource.
All right. So we appreciate everything, Tyler. Like I said before.
Yeah. Tell the DJ this your song. For real. Now you know my reason, now you know my why.